Yeah, this full of that fatherless tautology. And I mean, 8:30 is not good. 8:30 is prime time. That's why everybody's. I mean, right now the internet is flooded, um, and I got for some reason they got me attached to politics. I'm trying to be more attached to the gaming, but not necessarily video games. Me and my son, we're trying to build a network for game theory, mathematics. We're trying to be more on the mathematical tip. Um, so it's not just video games. It can be board games, just rolling dice, pen and paper. Um, One of the games that we talked about was dots and lines, where you put a square of dots and then you draw lines to make little squares, and you try to capture as many squares that you can on the grid, quote unquote, right? And that's actually a color game. That's I mean, we usually play that with two people, and one player can have the red and one can have blue. I'm not necessarily saying Democrats versus Republicans, but red, green, and blue is three of the primary colors. You can swap out green with yellow. Let's just say that, right? And there it is. Like that's the actual game that's going on, and we've been saying this for a long from the beginning. It's flip a coin. If you can't make up your mind, flip a coin. But do know um, the policies that are put into place greatly affect you. And right now, we are in a quote unquote matriarchy. It's not a matriarchy. What the Obama plan was from the door was changing the hierarchy of the family structure. So what that did entail was it made women motherhood number one and fatherhood last. I mean, that's just that's all it did. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And therein is why you're seeing so many, men die, willing to just, hey, we might as well go back with Trump because he represents the masculine movement of putting fatherhood back on top, then motherhood, then, children, But now whether it's the daughter and the son or the son and the daughter, that's up to the family, But what we're trying to really take to another level, right? Is hip hop. That's what I'm trying. That's what me and my son is trying to do. Shout out to C4. Um, yeah. I wish he was here. We could have did. It's today, still Sunday. Yeah. We wanted to do a video together, and this might be my last week, and then I'm taking a month off to reset everything because that's basically what we're experiencing. When you have all these companies and banks and everybody's going bankrupt, it's their way of hitting the reset button. So you sell off all the assets that you can to make as much quick cash that you can, and then then you hit bankruptcy, and then you come out of it for the better, and that's business 101. For those that are interested in the business kind of move, but that is a fraud way of doing it, and therein is what's going on with the real politics is that you have all three branches: the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary, right? Debating over what is fraud, and they're within themselves too. That's why. I mean, right now Facebook is so entertaining. Well, actually, YouTube. Facebook is not entertaining because Facebook is family. right? This isn't really for the children. The children, they just my son is 13. He's not interested in Monopoly. I can get him to play some Mario Party, you know. But Monopoly, nah, that's the kids are built different these days. Like yeah, we played Monopoly when I was 13, but even when we played it, we didn't play with all the rules. Like we didn't use what is that auction? We didn't auction off house. When somebody landed on the thing and they didn't want it, it's supposed to go on the auction. So all the other players get to bid on the auction. But usually you only playing with two players, so then yeah, that's not fair, because you do have to, auction it back to the regular price or whatever it is, right? So yes, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. What else in my time? Well, I put it up on the screen there because that's what I'm really rapping with the seeds about. Is the game that we started with is Ultima 4 by Origin. This is a game back in the 80s that I used to play, and it was my first real role playing game that kind of changed the game for me. And these 8 virtues that I have on the board is why the game is different. You got honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and humility. Now, the only anti-virtue that the game used, this original Ultima 4 game used, was pride. And so that was 4, 5, and then 5 was the Destiny Warrior, and then 6 was that basically the false prophet. And therein is where we're starting to see where the art of logical thinking or the law of reasoning comes into play when you're using true or false. Now we're going false pride. And then I know I'm losing some people because I'm just throwing these words at you, and in the context of, it's a brand new conversation again. It's a brand new conversation again. It's a brand new conversation again. But the key word is the repetition of not repetition, but repetition is the father or mother of skill. There it is, right? We got to keep practicing, basically. So these are the 8 virtues that I started to go with. Like, all right, son, we want to take ethics and understand it using a moral code or morality. Here's the 8 virtues. Now the immoral would be false pride. I don't want to just say pride, but you could just say pride. But it's not to say that pride is innately evil. It's just to say when someone's prideful, then wherein does the humility being the opposite of it? What does that mean? Like, what should you be humble to? Not the person full of false pride. Humility should be something that's from the practice of religion of a God. There it is. But as soon as you say religion, the separator comes and attacks us with theology, which is all the different religions, and it's not to say that God is a summation of all religions, because some religions are false. And just keeping it 100. Some religions are true. The ones that are true usually agree upon a higher infinite power, Almighty, Allah, the all of everything, right? The universe. And then there's some that's like, nah, that is God is infinitely small. The particle, right? But therein is now we start talking about kind of a metaphysical debate, and therein is the atheist versus the anti-theist versus the person that just follows the devil and wants chaos for everyone, right? The destruction of humanity. And there it is, you know. And this is too much of a talk for somebody that's 13. It's like, well, I mean, it's not as much more than talking about the trans thing or the homo thing, or the like we don't want our children to learn those things. We want our sons to find great wives and our daughters to find great husbands and build families. That's what we want. But when you got weirdos talking that, well, you're free to do whatever you want, it's like, wait a minute, there's still a law of reasoning. There's still a law. Even with the art of logical thinking, there's a law. That's not to say binary means man is 1 and woman is 0. No. We convert things to binary code to give the logic art. But we still have to use the law of reasoning and within that art. So even in the end, when we really get into artificial intelligence and program these, one of the key codes or morals or ethics that we have to get the artificial robot to understand is you're not allowed to kill a human. Right? Period. That was iRobot. That was that movie right there. Right? And iRobot is one of the 3 main codes, and I'll go over those 3 codes again one day. Because it's a good movie. I watched it not too long ago because it was on Tubi. And I was like, well, it's on here. Let me watch it. It's been a while. The one that everybody watches usually Matrix. iRobot usually gets the little flag because of Will Smith. And it's actually a good movie. It's just funny seeing the robot was the black man, the LGBT, the woman. It was the one being persecuted. And that's where I was like, yeah, they're missing the point. Right? Now the robot isn't a slave, right? Like that's what they were trying to push, that iRobot, the robot was a slave. Like your dog or cat is a slave. Right? Like now your dog or cat ain't a slave. They there to serve you. Right? It's just that you find yourself having to feed them, right? To serve them. And therein is the war that's going on between father, mother, man, woman, brother, sister. They want to say it's a gender war. It's actually a transgender war because where our roles are completely illogical, just for the basis of wanting to argue, not to have a debate on reasoning. So that's why I'm loving right now, because it is like we already foreseen these things, and I knew Biden ain't have 8 years in him. That's why I was back in 2020. Like, nah, we might let Trump finish out and then we'll pick the next president. That's what I was saying back in 2020. So I already foresaw this in 2024. Like he didn't have vigor back in 2020. Yeah, Trump got his issues, but I mean now he's dodging bullets, and it's like ain't no stopping that train now unless y'all drop a bomb. then guess what's gonna happen? Y'all do that, right? Craziness. And then the savior be just Donald Trump Jr. And there it is, right? I mean, at some point it's still going to come back to Donald Trump, and we might as well. Hey, right now our discussions, it as we already seen with Kamala, it's going to be a lot of issues, because Kamala lied about being hip hop. Not black, but she lied about being hip hop. the whole notion of her listening to Tupac when she was in college, when me and Tupac was in elementary school together still, or just getting into high school, you know. So I ain't know what she was talking about. You know, we were still we was just teenagers, right? I think he was still in Baltimore, so we was neighbors, right? I'm from Philadelphia, and then there it is. This is the conversation that they're having online right now, and it's entertaining, but at the same time, it's all right. But it's the long game. It wasn't 2024, it was 2028. Once we voted for Biden, well, I didn't vote for him. That's why I'm not taking the blame, and you shouldn't take the blame either. That's what I've been trying to lay down for everybody. You don't take the blame. You got caught up in this fake favoritism is what actually is going on. It's who's your favorite, her or her, and now that you chose one, the other one is going to either hate you, right, or get her to hate you, right? Is there a chance that she might love you too if she has a love with God? Yes, but if she's in love with that devil, that's telling her, all the hate, deceit, fear, right? Because you see it. I would see it with my son's mother when we was all three of us. It was, it was unjust. It wasn't but it was enough to say, "Oh, I wish I had that." And sometimes you can hear it in the tone, right? Like, yo, that devil right there of actually hating the Black family, and that's the Joy Reid, right? That's her hatred for fatherhood. She wants to see women with their children without the father. She wants to see that. Of course, she's not going to admit it. And I am being a little facetious, or not more facetious, but I am being a little hypocritical, seeing what's in her heart, right? But it is what comes out of her mouth, right? That's the actual word, right? Not the food going in, right? It's not eating with dirty hands, right? It's what's coming out of her mouth that makes, right? That's why it's, Joy, you might as well try to, like, you can't win votes for Kamala. You can't win votes for Biden anymore. You should have gave up on that a while ago. Instead, focus on a way to reinvigorate the Democrats. But you're still going to have that reparations issue. And I know that she's an immigrant, quote unquote, right? So she wouldn't really qualify for that. And I'm a unique character because of the years of service. I've been, working for the corporations since the 80s. And glass ceilings are real, right? Glass ceilings are real. So when they brought in more and more immigrants, yes, the manager became a Black job. The district manager, yeah, there's a couple Blacks moving up now. That's a Black job too, kind of too. Because when Obama was the president, I saw a lot of Black men finally become district managers and finally get fired for becoming district managers. You know what I mean? For whistling like a wolf. And there it is. That's my honesty with you today. So we're going to cross off honesty. That's at the top. Tomorrow I might bring some compassion. I'm always bringing the valor. Justice is what it is. Sacrifice. Yeah, I do that all the time. You know what I mean? I'm sacrificing my time right now. So please hit the like button, subscribe, share, contribute. Help us to build this channel up. Right now, I'm running to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And then, yes, I am repeating myself. And hip hop is an American culture created by the children of the 1960s civil rights movement. Therein is why Kamala is a fake, right? We hip hop is we look at the 60s and we recognize the martyrs, the Medgar Evers, right? The John F. Kennedy, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King, the Robert F. Kennedy, and the Fred Hampton. There's a lot more. Some were prisoners of war or political prisoners. But we'll get more into them later on. But we did see Stokely Carmichael, for example, go through a lot of struggles trying to be an orator. That's Kwame Ture. We also saw Muhammad Ali go through for speaking up against war, right? And of course, Bobby Seale. We'll have to check on Bobby and make sure Bobby's still doing fine, and family stand with him, and these are the twilights for a lot of baby boomers and older, the silent generation. So now they want to speak out, but it's Generation X turn. That's what I am. I'm Generation X. So this is volatile modulus tautology. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I usually let me do this. I'll always do that, right? Because I do this to demonstrate games that we play. So what am I supposed to do? Come on here and just lecture y'all on no, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm just recapping what I've been talking about to really instill that in y'all. What hip hop truly is. It's a culture. It's a cultural religion, actually. We do follow principles. We do follow justice is one of them. Right? That's what we sought after for Tupac. We sought justice. Like, he's still our brother. Yeah, he is a knucklehead, but he's still our brother, right? So as soon as I seen the video of Tupac stomping the kid, I was like, yeah, he probably the one that did it, right? Open closed case. But they dragging their feet and whatever, and you know what I mean? And we get it. You want to get away with murder, kill a rapper, right? That's Harris One and Marley Marl right there. But we'll get more into that too. So what am I trying to? Let's see here. Oh yeah, are you talking about action role playing game? So here we go. Action role playing games like The Legend of Zelda. And so this one is a Secret of Mana. The other one I played yesterday was I can't remember the name of it. I'm not gonna come out of it right now. That was the first game. Secret of Mana is the second game, I think. There's a lot more of them, but they play just like or kind of like. So this is a new game. Can I load a game? Oh, so it's a new game. You know why it's a new game? Because I got a new phone. Randy. Ain't going with no name. Randy, how I switch names? Let me see. There we go. So yeah, it's a cool game. I played it. I don't think I ever beat it though. I got real far on it on my SNES. I had this on SNES. I used to play this back at 163. The legendary 163 West Main up in Kutztown, PA. Shout out to Mike G's and Vert and BD Bead and the whole Buddha crew and Chris and everybody that lived there with me. Marcus Garvey, Big Al. I mean, the list is ridiculous. We that 163 became the Underground Railroad when people got kicked out of school or kicked off campus. I had so many roommates that weren't even taking classes. They just wanted to live up there and work in the town and just that's kind of what I did for a year. Was not a year, a semester maybe. I might have had one class of being a townie. Go to my one class, work in town, work at the Wissahickon Water. Like I was just charging people rent to live there. Now they want to come after me saying that, be like, well, that was committing fraud. There are too many people living there and wasn't on the lease, right? That's the game that they play, and that's what they're doing to us right now. So they coming at us saying that we're the ones committing fraud, like Trump, and hence they telling me with, but that's always the case. I usually just go Volo, right? With modulus fits, so that's why I'm trying to use my modulus name, my middle name. Right? Modulus is my middle name. It has a meaning of absolute in mathematics, but we're still working on the mean, median, and mode. Okay, so we'll get back to that too, and we're introducing game theory, which is the art of logical thinking, or the laws of reasoning, right? The laws is usually modulus. Things like the 10 Commandments, right? So, long ago, using the power of manna, civilization. Okay. Now you can read all that. I ain't got time to read all that. But anyway, let me zoom in. I guess I can zoom in on it, right? Let you hope y'all see it. Plus me just trying different things to show y'all what I'm going to be planning on doing when I really get this rolling. And when I get my co-hosts here, us demoing the game, doing a better presentation of what the game's about, what we've been doing in the game, the ethical morality of the game. Because these, like you see, they telling a story. So a lot of these games are political in nature, just like Star Wars. Star Wars is actually a movie about politics. That's what the first threes, before episode 4. Anybody? Now I got to explain Star Wars, right? Star Wars came out in 1977, I think. I might have seen it in 78 or 79 at a drive-in, 309. Shout out to 309 Drive-In. And I remember going there with my mom and dad, my brother, and we was I think we had a Gremlin back in that time, and watching it as a family. And no, I don't remember it then. I do remember it more from the 80s, from watching it on VCR or whatever replay device that we eventually got, or on TV, of course. But the first movie is politics, but the original prequels that Lucas finally did, which told the story of young Darth Vader before he became evil. Spoiler alert, I guess. And those movies are very political. So same with this game here. So. But you see he playing around like a little bad. This is a coming of age movie game. You see the kids out there playing around. You slip and fall, and then the adventure begins. So, like I say, this is an action role playing game. So you get to move around. You saw the first part the other day. Get to move around and come down here, and right, and they go to sword, and it's classic. King Arthur pulled a sword from the stone, but then once you do that, that's when all HE double hockey sticks comes apart. Right, the village is this way, but we're gonna need But as you can see, like this, back in the day, you see the clouds going in the water reflection. That is on the Nintendo Super NES, and that was probably the most amazing thing ever. Just like with the original Zelda, when the rain, coming out the house for the first time, seeing the rain, that changed my game. That changed the game for me. So just a cute note on how much the graphics changed from 8-bit to 16-bit, and now we're seeing 64-bit with multi-cores and multi CPU, or they don't even call them CPUs anymore, right? What do they? I guess they call them CPUs, multi-core CPUs. But then you still have the main CPU, the graphics piece CPU, or the graphics PU. And now Apple is really implementing their artificial PU, which has everybody upset. So get your sword, and see, you swing your sword, and the game begins. So, and then there's the rabbit. The rabbit is the rat or the whatever, the first level, bad guy or whatever. But as you can see, it's real easy. But as I make my way through town. All right. So there it is. I'm 30-minute mark. I can play more of the game for you. Show how I get to town. That's where I gotta build my way up. Yeah, I guess I could technically die, but I think they gave me 50 hit points. So, right. So that's a lot of hit points. I mean, if you die with 50 hit points fighting rabbits, right? You're just incompetent. So whereas Mario RPG only gave you 10 hit points, but the monsters only hit 1, like for 1 point, unless you come to a ball. Like, so the thing hit me, it took 4 hit points. So they do take a little while. I'm hitting for 6. But as you can see under my 4650 health points, you see the counter goes all the way up to 100. So when they get it back up to 100, I'm hitting full power. So I got to kind of stick and move kind of a thing. Keep missing. Very cool game. No. I don't know no James. Stop. Siri off. What was she doing? That's the only corny part. I'll be ready to deactivate you. You know what I mean? See, I hit a lot lighter when I don't get 100%. So there's a lot of different versions of this game. What's cool about this game that stands out above Zelda is that you get 2 other people to play with you. So this is actually a 3-player action game where the other 2 players use artificial intelligence, an early stage of artificial intelligence, to fight along with you and help out. So will we get into that one day? Yeah, maybe, because this is one of my all-time favorite games. And like I said, I downloaded it a while ago. On sale. And what was cool about when you used to actually buy games as opposed to what they do, what they used to do. They used to what they do now is microtransactions or in-ad purchases or whatever they want to call it. And you rabbit. All right, so I'm blocking a little bit. So they do in-ad purchases. When I bought this game, it's like I own it, and they still let me play it. Some games I can't play anymore. Like I can't play Doom anymore. I'm mad about. No, I think I can play Doom. I can't play Doom 2 RPG. I'm upset about that because I bought that game. I should still be able to play it, There should be some kind of, you know, weaker operating system mode or something to be able to play the game still. Since I bought it, I should own it. And therein is what the debate is when it comes to digital media. And that's actually what they're fighting about, even with Nintendo. That's why I think Nintendo is going to always have cartridges or some kind of physical media um, for their game, because that's what the fans really want to be able to own the physical, and as long as I can take care of it and keep it up to speed, and it's mine to own for the rest of my life, right? So, like my Nintendo 64 that I have, that does need a good cleaning. And there it is. And so I made it to town, and therein I'm gonna save, and had a good rap with y'all. Showed y'all a lot of gameplay with this one here, and I'm going to try to do more things like that. Do more slides, do more explanation of what game theory is really, actually, and really get into the real core mathematics of it. As much as I can as we build more of these things. And I'm gonna start talking less about politics. Like I said, in fact, let me share that real quick, right? Because just to show that I'm not lying, right? Because people think I'll be lying when I'm saying it's on my phone. Here's my phone, and it's called Ideology Rush, right? It's a game. It's on my phone, Ideology Rush, or Ideology Rush, right? It's a game on my phone. What is it about? Politics, right? I got the free version or whatever, right? So yeah, they give me a daily gift for logging in. They said they want you to build points that way. There's in-game purchases. How to play, I guess I can put on there freedom mode or whatever. Freedom mode, okay. And no, I'm not buying all that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So we're just going to start a game, right? So here it is, right here, right? So what these are, they unlockable, but they're different ideology types, right? You got capitalism, communism, libertarianism, imperialism, anarchy, ecologism, whatever that is, pacifism, I mean for real, and militarism. So the only one I have open is capitalism. So you start off on capitalism. The goal is to get the diamond, right? I would rather gold ingot or gold ingot. That's what I want for reparations. Some gold, right? Hit reset button because y'all messed up my whole economy with this. It's not your turn to be the leader anymore. Like that's Biden. That's Barack and Biden did. They put women in charge. Y'all in charge. All right, cool. Cut the check. Now it's no. You cut the check, but y'all in charge. You're the leader. So now you're the manager. You're the business owner. You're supposed to cut the check. All right. Y'all want to own the business and y'all want the employees to cut the check for you. I mean, y'all really don't understand how it works. So, but yeah, this is Volothan Modulus Tautology. That was fun. I gave y'all 40 minutes. That was more than enough. Am I coming back tomorrow? We'll see. Today might be my last day, but I still post. Like I got a video I'm upload after this one for YouTube. I already uploaded it on. It's a cute little demonstration of how I would do the politics or the ideology brush kind of a news talk show, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to be not a teacher but a scholar, someone that shares knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with you to help you achieve freedom, justice, and equality. Professionally, my title is I'm a problem analysis consultant. So if you have a problem that you want to help you analyze, and we can put it in a mathematical model. Yes, there it is. There's the mathematical model. There's the understanding behind it. This is how you maximize your profit and you minimize your loss. There it is. There you go. Use that to grow your business. Cut the check. How much did I charge you? Cut the check. But I just gave it to you for free. So hit the like button, subscribe. Well, I get it for free, but you can contribute to the page too. A $ Volo fan, but whatever. Send $1. But there it is. That's how it flows. All right. More info, more life, more love. Coming later. I ain't supposed to end with a rhyme, right? Knowledge will begin until I finish this song, because the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. Sweat as your step about to get hyped. Or should you just listen to the man on the mic? You're physically here with me, but how could you tell if you're meant to be hip hop if you're not mentally as well? But let's go back to the president, because that's what I first taught my son, right? Right, Eric B is president, right? All right, right, how to start? I'm having a mind freeze, right? Oh yeah, there it is. But I came through the door. I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more. But it's biting me, and biting me the wrong. Can't hold it back. Looking for the line. I'm taking off my coat, clearing my throat. The rhymes will be kicking until I hit the last. Though my rhyme remains around with all kinds of ideas and self-esteem to make you think that my thought took years to build. Stay a rhyme after the next one. Prepared, never scared. I'll just bless one. Don't you know that I'm the soloist? To every beat, make him clap to it. My son got that down. I've been practicing that with him since he was 4. We're still working on verse 2. Know the Ledge we're still working on. These are all Rakim. But I am going to go back to Run DMC, for example, right? 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes. Why I said this rhyme I'm about to say. Like, these are things we're supposed to be practicing with our children, especially Melly Mel, right? Broken glass everywhere. People peeing in the corner like they just don't care. Can't take the smell. I can't take the noise. Got no money to move out. I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room. Roaches in the back. Junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. Tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. They make me wonder how I keep from going under. When I first heard that, I was only like 12 or 13. And it was like, wow, they changing the game, yo. That's hip hop, right? Hip hop, the hip to the hip to the hip hop. You don't stop a rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Right? These are legendary rhymes that we're supposed to be practicing with our children. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Right? If you Generation X and you ain't practicing these words with your children, most of them, my generation, most of them grandparents now, right? So yeah, you're a failure. You failed, right? Yeah, my son, he's 13, so he gets it. And we are on Know the Ledge, and we practice it a lot. But he's not ready for a Coogee rap, right? Took the time and wrote rhymes in the shower. They ain't ready for that yet. Write rhymes in the shower, right? But KRS-One, he's still a teacher. And yeah, he said it best, right? We can count the double, kick a flow. Chill out watching videos. Act really silly, yo, but really, though, all that can end. This is God's time, right? One God, our Father. The art of life is hip-hop. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.